We're here at the set of the finale of Minecraft Survivor Legal to find out who's going to win the title of Sole Survivor. 39 days, 16 people, 1 Survivor. Last time on Minecraft Survivor, the final 6 competed in a reward challenge and Allrinks came out on top once again. He chose Jackal and Infernox to join him on Reward Isle, and they learned about the whereabouts of an idol that was still in the game. At the Immunity Challenge, Allrinks won his 3rd challenge in a row, and he wanted to target JT because he was a challenge threat and his association with Sinwar. JT was sent to the jury by unanimous vote, but with an idol lurking at Tribal Council, will anyone be able to find it in time for the final 5 vote off? Here in the Philippines, 16 All-Stars competed for a chance to win the title of Sole Survivor. There have been heartbreaking idol plays, huge tribal blow-ups, rock draws, and very close votes. Among the craziness, 3 heroes and 2 villains remain in the final 5. Infernox came into this game as the only person to not make the merge from his original season, yet he still has a spot in the final 5. He's been able to stay likable to his tribe members in the pre-merge, but he's been relatively quiet throughout the merge and has shown signs of paranoia frequently. Will his likability be enough to earn him a spot at the final tribal council, or is he in way over his head? Coming from his tarnished reputation as someone who didn't deserve to be on All-Stars, Brady has been a part of vote-offs to take out threats such as Sooner and Sinwar in this game. However, as he's sent big players out of the game, he's thrown stinging words for some of them. Is his banana etiquette too spoiled for his tribe mates? Jerry is the last remaining winner left in this game, but Jerry did not have an easy journey this time around. He was automatically pinned for being a duo with his close friend Ozzy, but now he's been able to play the game on his own since. Starting with a move to blindside Kyle. Will this former winner set a new precedent and win Minecraft Survivor twice? Starting all the way back from Roraima, Jackal was labeled as the loudmouth bigot who only wanted to stir the pot. He recognized his mistake in Roraima and tried to adapt his game in Ivory Coast, but fell short then too. With a 3rd chance to play this game, Jackal has stayed in the middle and has bitten his tongue from saying too much and causing waves within the game. Will Jackal be able to complete his journey as a transformed Minecraft Survivor player? Allrinks was known for being a challenge threat in Roraima, and he was sent to the jury after winning 2 in a row. Here he stands now in Legal, with his loud mouth being heard through the game. Allrinks has won 2 individual immunities, so will Allrinks follow the same fate in Roraima, or can he change the direction of his game? With 6 days left remaining, who will walk away with the greatest distinction of Sole Survivor? Find out tonight on the finale of Minecraft Survivor, Legal.
So it's right after tribal council. JT just went home in a unanimous vote, and obviously he called me out in his exit speech. I mean, I'm not scared about it. In this game, I've really solidified an alliance with myself, Brady, and Infernox.
I have to think about how I'm gonna perceive myself for the jury if I actually make the final. I think there's 2 big jury threats alongside me, and I think it's both Allrinks and both Jackal.
My Survivor experience has been nothing but a roller coaster up until this point, and I think when people do look at my 3 seasons, they'll say I played like a villain. But I think my one heroic trait that I think I'm proud of playing this game is that I've been knocked down so many times, and I've gotten back up. Like, I originally didn't want to play this season, but I got back up, and I'm here, and I'm in the final 5, and I still have a shot.
I can't believe I'm in the final 5 right now. And I've panicked, and I've made some bad decisions. But I'm here, and I want to go all the way. And if I have to play dumb, be sucking at challenges, I want to act like I have no control, I don't know what I'm doing. So, poor me, oh pity me. I'm hoping people look at me and think, he's disposable. I love the disposable comment, because if I'm disposable and I get to the end and I can prove that I'm not, I think I have a shot. I don't think people would think we were working together.
I think it would come out of nowhere considering all the shit that's happened.
Yeah, because
Look,
they've turned us against each other horribly, Jerry. And
yeah.
I don't want to go against you. I'm telling you that right now.
I don't either. Like,
I was with you at the start of this game, and I want to get to the end of this game.
I do too. It appears that I have options. It feels weird that people are actually approaching me still. I thought I'd be at the bottom. I might be. I don't know if I'm being lied to. Regardless, I gotta figure out what's best for me. At this point, I'm just trying to survive. I just got to get to the 3. I don't care who I'm there with.
Welcome to your Final 5 Immunity Challenge. Arink's gonna have to take it back from you.
Okay.
Once again, individual immunity is back up for grabs. From last season, you will have to complete a flow puzzle while a minecart travels down a timed path. When it nears the bottom, you have to flick your lever to reset the timer. If your minecart drops, you'll have to manually bring the minecart back to the start, wasting time. First person to complete the flow puzzle wins immunity. Let's get started. Survivors ready.
Yes.
Go!
We push it. Okay.
Everyone gonna start doing their puzzle. Flow puzzle to be exact. Ranks
Wait,
already.
it went back. Okay.
Infernox clearly flustered.
I don't know. It just went back up. I'm
Oh,
sorry.
it just went back.
Just do the puzzle and don't let the minecart get down.
I forgot how fast this thing moves.
Jerry drops.
Yeah.
Ranks also drops.
This thing moves quick as than when I watched the episode. LOL.
Sick.
Like literally, like I thought this was a lot easier than it looked, but I am wrong.
Fernox has the timing down. Ranks has the most well placed, but he has to go back up again because he drops.
I suck. I feel like I know the puzzle, but I just suck at this bit.
Yeah.
The timing is important.
Wait, where the hell did my car go?
Ranks for the 4th time.
Jesus Christ!
Is mine broken?
It's okay, Emil. I'm in the same boat, bud.
Yeah, I can't.
Where's mine?
It's up. It's moving.
Oh, it's moving.
Jackal
Okay.
has no idea what's going on with my cart.
Sorry. It's moving. And it just fell in the ditch. Okay.
Okay, Jackal has to redo it again. Infernox has the timing down. Jerry seems to have it too.
You know what, baby.
Okay.
Ranks taking an interesting look at the puzzle.
This is tough.
This is tough.
Ranks might have the most pieces laid down compared to Brady and Infernox.
Mine just won't. Oh, mine.
Everyone is focused and in the zone, or they're just straight up tired after 36 days.
Okay.
Done.
And with that,
Oh,
Ranks
Christ.
wins immunity. Ranks,
You actually have a problem.
I
Stefan,
love
Get
flow
help.
puzzles.
Get help.
I have the app game.
this is the 3rd immunity you have earned. Enjoy it because you're guaranteed a spot in the final 4.
Oh my god.
As for the rest of you, I can't say the same because after 36 days, one of you will become the 6th member of the jury. Head back to camp.
I just won the final 5 immediate, which I actually didn't expect to happen. I'm happy because tonight's the last time for idols to be played, and it's so risky, and everybody's game's at risk. I am 1 immunity short of the final, and I'm so close. Like I can taste it.
Infernox wants to go Jerry. I'm gonna talk to Jerry. I'm gonna see where he's at. If we can pit the 2 against each other, then
Perfect.
that'll be perfect. It
The only
means that
thing-
we aren't inspiring. We can go whichever way we want. So I think over the last few tribal councils, I've built up quite a resume. So my mentality going this is, it reminds me of something Echo said. He said, you know, if this move doesn't work out, I've got a idol in my pocket and a beer next to Sean. And that's my mentality. Just play balls to the wall as if every day is my last day in this game. If it potentially doesn't pan out, worst case scenario, then I've at least got a beer next to my best friends.
I want to make sure it's like the best move to make. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm in the same boat. Like, I just want to survive.
Like I know that Jakal has a big game to like talk up at the final trial.
You're not wrong. You're right.
Because he has obviously a lot of points to make where he's flipped side to side every time.
Yeah.
And he's flipped the vote and made every vote shocking. Like he has a resume built up for himself.
I'm just hoping to get by this round. I'm really nervous. So, Rings did bring up a lot of good points. Jackal's a big threat. Jackal's played the game very well. Infernox has laid low and played a very good under the radar game. For me, I'm not really sure. Something's telling me that I'm deciding the winner at the same time.
Oh, Infernox, what are we gonna do?
I am afraid of an idol. Like,
I was just talking about how there's still an idol.
I think Jakal might pull something with an idol right now.
You
I'm
think?
serious. I think, because I feel like he keeps asking me, "Are you voting me? Are people voting me? Is there votes coming my way?" Every tribal.
I feel like he has the idol as well. I just talked to Jerry, and Jerry was like, "I'm down to vote Jakal or whatever," but I'm scared because Jakal might have the idol, obviously.
There's always been this talk about how Infernox, Brady, and Orange 3, but I don't see it. I think I can crack that 3 right open, wiggle my way in. So that would be my motivation to send Jerry home. But I know out of anybody, I think Jerry's the most loyal to me because I think we both have a mutual respect for one another. The thing is, I want this to be the best possible outcome.
Mm-hmm.
And I think if we teamed up, who would you want to vote out, Brady and Infernox?
Who would you think would have a good shot at beating either of us if we were sitting in the final 3 with them?
Infernox.
Yeah, I agree.
I'm on your page with that.
Yeah.
He hasn't really got any bad blood with anybody.
He hasn't.
So I think he's the only person in this game that can say that, which makes him such a target. So.
Yeah. Our Rings did bring up the merge idol. I completely forgot about it.
I forgot about it too. I thought someone had played it.
I'm telling you right now, final 3 is literally right here. I'm not even kidding.
I know it's literally one of us.
Because we cannot let either.
Say that.
No. I'm serious because if Jakal gets to the end, we already established that he has the biggest resume, and if Jerry gets to the end, he has the whole built-up game of Sandra Diaz Twine. He has the whole Sandra Diaz Twine story. So it's like people vote on him.
We're forced to stick to each other.
We're basically forced to it because otherwise, I can guarantee you, JT, Sinwar, they're gonna end up voting Jakal because they're gonna respect the game he plays.
All right. So this is the danger going into this vote. It's the last time to play an idol, and somebody's gonna play an idol. Jakal plays an idol. I wouldn't put it past him and Jerry to vote me out because I feel like they want to take Brady over me to the final trade because I think they can beat Brady. I might just throw a vote at Jerry because if I throw a vote at Jerry and all the votes are for Jackal and he does play an idol, that way it would force a tie between Jerry and myself, and on a revote, they would vote Jerry out.
Now introducing the members of the jury: Caleb, Ozzy, Kyle, Sinwar, and JT, voted out of last tribal council. Oryx, 3 immunities in a row. Kind of feel like you're becoming a threat because of that?
Maybe, but IRL, it's not just a physical game at the end of the day. There's social elements and strategic elements and mental elements. You cannot just take physical into account because that doesn't just guarantee somebody the win at the end of the day.
Jackal, do you think someone is just kind of coasting along?
I think we've all done what we've had to do to get here, but I think we've each got our own individual gameplays and they clash, but I don't know if it could be labeled coasting.
Jerry, how do you choose someone to vote off at this point?
I think at this point in the game, it's all about survival. You have to figure out what people are willing to work with you and then go with it at this point. It's so tough being so late in the game because loyalty really does show this at this time.
Okay, and with that, does anyone have any final words before we get the voting started?
Nah.
Nope.
World peace.
Nada.
Brady, you're up to vote first.
Okay, I'm doing this to hopefully guarantee myself in the final 3. Sorry. Bitch.
Sorry, I have to make the move. I can't afford to lose this game.
I want you to know I'm not voting to get you out. I'm voting you for contingency purposes in case an idol comes out right now. If everyone's voting the way I think they are, we should be good no matter what happens here.
I'll go tally the votes. I have tallied the votes. If anyone has a hidden immunity idol, tonight is the last night to play one.
No one had it.
Damn.
Alright, once the votes are read, the decision is final. Person to vote out will be asked to leave the tribal council area immediately. I'll read the votes. First vote. Infernox.
Well,
Jackal. That's one vote Infernox, one vote Jackal. Jerry. That's one vote Infernox, one vote Jackal, one vote Jerry.
Oh no.
Jackal. 12th person voted out and the 6th member of the jury. Jackal.
Oh my
Please bring
god.
your
Okay.
torch.
What's my torch?
Good game, Jackal.
good game.
I loved every minute. Thank you all.
You
for
did it
watching.
fine.
Jackal. The tribe has spoken. It was an honor having you.
Thank you. Best of luck, all four of you. You deserve it.
Thanks, Jackal.
And with that, you guys are the final four. You guys have a couple nights left here in the Philippines, so make the most out of it. Head back to camp. Good night.
This season, out of the 3 I played, has been the most amazing season I've played. I finally got to play the way I wanted to play, and I finally got to prove myself, and all that negativity from my past 2 seasons, I can finally put that to rest. Even though I didn't win, I've loved every minute of this, and all of the rest of the 15 people that were here are great people. A few more nights. Could have won.
Oh
Man, that was actually really bad.
One of our most popular Survivor players to ever play this game. It's Jackal.
Where's Sia?
Oh god.
Jackal, you've played this game 3 times. Do you feel like you've gone through some crazy journey? Like, do you think you've changed at all as a person?
Crazy is an understatement. I think I've definitely changed as a person. It sucks. I was so close. Really does. But I'm so grateful for all of the 72 days that I had. Really am. And the support that I've got. I really tried. I really did. And I'm sorry for the people who are rooting for me. I really, really tried. Thank you all.
I don't think anyone here could say you didn't try at all. You gave it your all, and 5th place is no easy feat. Congrats, Jackal. Alright, we've still got the final 4. Who's going to be eliminated next? Stay tuned after this.
I feel
Congrats.
so
Final
bad. I feel so bad.
I do too, but I think he respects that this is a game and that he
Like-
definitely played the game.
Yeah, like I actually feel so shitty for that. Like I'm not even kidding. I feel like an ass. That was the hardest vote for me to cast by far.
Yeah. I'm in the final 4. Holy fuck. I'm in shock right now. I have a shot. Honestly, coming into this game, I didn't have extremely high expectations. I just wanted to have fun with it, and whatever happened, happened. But now that I'm here, it's like, I got a new wind. I could do this. I could freaking do this.
All right, so right now it's the final 4. I'm this close to winning the game, like so close. Like the challenges do anything with physical, I think I can take it. Like, oh my god, like I'm so close, and for me to get robbed, if it's final 3 and I get robbed right before the final, I'm gonna be disgusted. For us, we gotta stick to our deal
Mm-hmm.
for sure. We cannot let him win.
If you keep that streak up, we're good. We're solid.
I really don't want to get voted out if I lose, just because I've won 3 meetings. Like that literally means nothing. IRL.
We knew like until final 8, we didn't even talk on.
No, we did not. LOL. LOL.
I just need to be Arings in the final meaty and get his out of here. He has dominated the individual meaties, and I feel like that's a big threat to my end game. He wants to go with me. I don't think I'll win because I think they will respect the comp wins instead of my social game.
We made it. Final 4. I gotta keep focused on the game. I don't know if it's a final 3 or a final 2. If Jerry gets to the end, he has played a tremendous game. and that could be very hard to convince a jury that he does not deserve to win a second time. Allranks is a challenge beast. The jury could look at him and say, hey, he's dominated in these challenges and he deserves it. So I gotta figure out which of the two is most likely to win.
Welcome to your final 4 immunity challenge. Allrank's gonna take it back from you again.
Oh no.
Once again, individual immunity is back up for grabs. In this challenge, you will have to complete 4 different challenges which hold 1 lever each before you can access a chest of letter puzzle pieces. The 4 challenges are a dig down from Season 1, a maze from Season 4, a minecart push from Season 5, and a simple but hard parkour course. First person to unlock and complete their word puzzle earns a spot in the final 3. Let's get started. For your final 4, individual immunity, survivors ready. Go.
Oh god.
Luck, guys.
Everyone go into a different area.
Oh, fuck you in this. I forgot what color I am.
Looks like
Blue.
Allranks
Oh,
found his own Easter egg. Brady's attempting the parkour, and Allranks is pushing his minecart. Jerry also attempting the parkour with Brady. Jerry falls. So does Brady. Allranks pushing his minecart.
Running through the maze.
The maze is probably gonna be a one of those make or break. How far out do I gotta push it?
All the way. Allranks has his first lever. Meanwhile, Brady and Jerry still working on the parkour.
Allranks slip. I'm kidding.
Allranks does.
Slip.
I mean, I already got 1 lever, so I'm...
Brady, release the banana peel.
I'm not getting naked yet.
I forgot what color I am.
Infernox, you're red, and he finds his lever in the maze. The parkour would be fine if you guys were just calm.
Shut up. There's no way to be calm in this situation. No way, no.
Jerry makes it.
How the fuck
What
did
the
you?
hell?
Jerry could get his first lever. That's 1 lever for Jerry, Allranks, and Infernox. 0 for Brady.
Happy. I never do that.
Do we have to come back after each lever, or can we just go?
You can just keep going in each challenge. Jerry going for his second lever.
Yeet. Thank you.
Yes.
Brady with his first lever. Everyone has 1 lever now. Remember, 4 levers, which will unlock your final word puzzle. That is not no, Brady. No.
Where's my key?
You should know
Oh,
what
it's
color
over
you
there.
are.
Oh, that was
Oh
blue.
my god! Why? That is not a hard jump.
Hell yeah.
Jerry with his second lever. Infernox. Still wasting time in the maze.
I gotta get out of the...
Jerry going for his third lever.
Oh, it's Miller. I hate these 2 at first boot. Oh, gamer. Oh
Gamer,
dear.
my elbow itches.
I miss gamer. Gamer's so cool.
Alright, did you get the?
And probably high, but
Yeah, I got the parkour. I wish I would not have took so long on it, though.
Allranks has his second lever, tied with Jerry in the lead. I can hear some heavy breathing. People are tired.
the fatigue setting in.
Looks like Jerry finds his third lever. It's just a matter of how is he gonna get out of this crazy maze. Allranks is entering the maze. Brady gets his second
I
lever.
got one.
Infernox is the only one with 1.
Wow.
Hey, Allranks. Bye, Allranks.
Where is this exit?
There's an exit?
That's what I'm trying to find, Jerry.
Allranks found his third lever. Allranks and Jerry are still tied again. They're both trying to find the exit.
Hey, it's not that way. Go back, go back, go back!
Allranks and Jerry are tied with 3 levers. Brady coming back in.
Yes.
Allranks and Jerry seeming to find the exit, and it's a mad dash for their 4th levers.
Da-da, da-da.
You'll
wait, what
remember
is
this
one?
challenge from Season 1, Final 6. Allranks is gonna just go for it. And Infernox, still stuck in the maze.
Oh, I forgot about this.
Allranks versus Jerry. Looks like Jerry has a slight lead. Brady gets out of the maze. It's just Infernox still there since
Yeah.
the beginning of this challenge. Jerry versus Allranks for this
Wait,
piece
is
of
it-
obsidian.
Is the word puzzle survivor?
Jerry breaks through the obsidian first.
Is
Jerry's
it
the
survivor
first one to
related, though?
collect all the levers.
Wait, do we go back, straight back up?
Yep. Allranks and Jerry are building out of their holes. Meanwhile, Infernox, if I wouldn't have known better, is basically throwing this all-important immunity challenge.
Oh my.
Allrinks and Jerry are both out of their holes. It's just a matter of who's going to
Over
get
here.
their puzzle pieces first and complete the puzzle.
There's someone me.
Jerry flicking his levers on. This is seriously neck and neck. Who's going to solve this puzzle first, or will someone else from Brady or Infernox come behind?
Oh god. Wait. If you want to do it on mine, go ahead.
That
my
is
God.
Jerry's.
Low.
Allrinks, this
Go
could
get
have been
yours.
the mistake that could end
Did
his
I get all my letters?
game.
Do you think you took one of them?
Which one?
no, you didn't.
Are
No,
you
didn't.
serious?
Infernox. Not even close.
Serious? I'm going insane.
Neck and neck. Jerry is ahead by 2 letters, maybe. They might be on the same track.
I'm coming. I'm coming. Coming.
Done.
And with that, Allrinks wins immunity.
Oh my god.
Damn, I just got it. Good
Oh
job.
my god.
GG.
Allrinks, congratulations on your 4th immunity. And with this, you are guaranteed a spot in the final 3 where you will plead your case in front of the jury of 7.
Wait, did I also beat the record for most individual immunity wins in a season?
Yes, you tied with Hope. And with that, on day 38, Infernox, Jerry, or Brady, one of your journeys will come to an end. Head back to camp.
Jerry, that was really close.
Yeah, that was really-
so
that was tight.
close. Oh my god.
It sucks. One inch away. God, if these people keep me, please. I put so much heart into this season, man. I want this so bad.
We got our targets.
I am literally gonna throw up. Like, Jerry was a second behind me, like, and then I placed my letters on his board. I don't know why. I was at my station and I ran over to the green. I ran out of my way, not next to me, but 2 spaces over. I ran. I don't know what is wrong with me. If I had lost because of that, I would have been so mad. Had Jerry won that, I feel like I definitely was the biggest contender on going home. You know, an all-star season, what a better way than to get to the end and have a chance to win the game. I feel like I have good cases. Yeah, I won a lot of immunities, but I feel like even before those immunities, I was strategizing what was smart for my game. I mean, I definitely am not going to say, like, I'm voting you right off the bat. Like, I definitely have to weigh out every decision, like, for sure.
I just think it's important to remember who has made people mad in the game. Because think about some of the other seasons where someone's went to the end with someone who's not pissed anyone. They've gotten votes. Ben's a great example of that. Who did Ben piss off? Not a soul. He got votes at the end.
Yeah.
Brady and Senor had a fight at Tribal.
Yeah, that was I don't know what that was.
Infernox is laid low. He's played under the radar. Who knows what he can throw out there as his game? You know? And he's probably the most likable person in the entire cast. Let's be real. I mean, that's my pitch.
He definitely improved the most, obviously, out of all of us.
This sucks. Do I think I can get through this? Probably not. Am I gonna quit? Hell no. But, like, I don't have a choice.
I'm
I mean,
scared.
I'm scared
I'm only
too.
scared, but
I'm completely and utterly terrified. Brady's played such an under-the-radar game. Think about it. The only person Brady's pissed off is Senor. I mean,
it's true.
Senor's 1 vote. If he gets 1 vote, whatever. There's still 6 other votes that I think you probably are going to get, to be honest. You've played I think you've played a really good game this season, dude. Like, if I'm honest. I really do. When I told you I wanted to go to you, I meant it. I really did. I came to you with that proposition. Like, and let's roll with it.
Okay.
I'm begging you, man.
And now, introducing the members of the jury. Caleb, Ozzy, Kyle, Sinwar, JT, and Jackal vote out of last tribal council. Final 4. Allrinks, you have tied the record, I believe, for the most individual immunities. How do you feel about that?
I really could care less about the record. I mean, the Final 4 immunity was literally down to a second. I feel like it's like this every season. The Final 4 immunity or the final immunity is always down to like 2 people, and there's 1 second in between them.
Jerry, how do you feel being that person that was literally a second away from winning the Final Four immunity against All-Ranks?
Dude, it sucks. I mean, Orange, you should share the love a little bit. I've not won one, so, but it sucks. It's got my I feel like my heart was in like my stomach for a long time.
Infernox, do you feel like your heart is in your stomach right now?
Well, yeah, my heart's in the pit of my stomach because we're right at the end, and it's scary. It's always scary. Just being here, it's crazy. Everybody came. I don't know what to even say. Like, I'm flustered.
Be proud of yourself. That's what you should do.
Thank you.
We're all exhausted. We are all at that point where we're just exhausted.
Yeah.
And it's hard.
Yeah.
It's been hard today.
Alright, and with that, does anyone have any final words before we get the voting started?
Let's give a cheers to All Stars.
And with that, All-Ranks, you're first to vote. I'm gonna go tally the votes. I have tallied the votes. Once the vote is read, the decision is final. Person voted out will be asked through the tribal council area immediately. I'll read the votes. First vote, Jerry. Infernox. That's one vote Jerry, one vote Infernox. Jerry.
Yeah.
13th person voted out, and the 7th and final member of our jury, Jerry.
So close.
Please
Sorry,
bring the torch.
Jerry, man.
Nah, y'all, listen.
It's fine.
Listen, this is a hell of a time. I'm really happy to play with you. It's all good. Alright, Chris, I know how long you've been waiting to do this.
I mean, it's been a long time because it's been like, what, 38 plus 30 days?
A lot of days.
Jerry, after 68 days of playing this game, the tribe has spoken.
How close.
It was an honor having you.
Alright, thanks, man. You guys,
Later, Jerry.
thank you so much, alright? Keep your sunny side up. It's sucking!
Congratulations, Infernox, All-Ranks, Brady, you guys are the final three, and you will have a chance to plead your case to the jury of why you think you deserve to win this game. I'd say rest up because you're going to need all the energy that you can muster to prove yourself to the jury and back to camp. Good night.
To come in with a win, and then to do what I did, you know, I'm proud. I have no regrets, no complaints. It's a game. I might cry. Wow, I don't cry. I'm speechless, really. I'm just happy with this.
Jerry, why don't you come up on stage right here, right now, at the front?
Alright.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So, I think you've had one of the most interesting storylines through editing this season. All the way back from the beginning of Legao, your first words, I think, were, I just want to prove to people that I'm not a one-hit wonder. Because you felt like people underestimated you even after winning Rorema. Do you feel like you fulfilled that goal?
Yeah, I don't think there's anything more I could have done or I think I did everything I possibly could have. I put my heart into it. I played hard, and I do think I achieved it. I think saying that at the beginning, I feel like I didn't need it to prove it to other people. I kind of just needed it for myself. And at the end of the day, I think I did that, and I'm proud.
All right, thank you, Jerry, for playing on this season. Well, there you have it. We have our final three. It's All-Ranks, Infernox, Brady. What's going to happen next? Stay tuned.
So we're approaching the final tribal council. We just voted out Jerry. You know, it's unbelievable that I've made it this far into the game. I've survived multiple votes. I have lost allies in this game, and I have somehow prevailed. I feel like vote after vote, I've had to fight and fight and fight, especially at the merge, where I felt like it was an uphill battle. You know, throughout these immunity wins, I feel like things started to look up for me as I was able to, you know, make sure my main targets were out. And I mean, I solidified myself for the next vote. It's just crazy to be here, and I just hope I can just give the jury a good case on why I should win this game.
When I woke up, today, I knew I was playing in a Survivor, but I didn't know this is the Survivor game I'd be playing. I've always had this chip on my shoulder and always thinking, what if I made the merge? What if I survived the swap? What if I got to the end? And it's happening. And I couldn't be more proud. Although I wasn't the most boisterous out front person, I have to show them that I was able to keep myself safe and keep people around me that were going to keep me safe. I've adapted. The people on the jury, I got to be very careful with what I say. I got Ozzy on the jury and I voted him out, and I don't want to mention that to him because I don't want to upset anybody's feelings.
Coming into the season, everything around involving me was negative thoughts. Pre-merge, I was literally on the bottom at the start. I had no one to rely on but myself after that, after Chief got out. Chief was my ride or die, he was my everything, and I formed a really good bond with Infernox, and after that Sooner vote, we made merge. Sinwar was playing a really strong game, and I know for a fact, if I ever make it to a Final 3 stance with Sinwar, he's beating me 100%, so I thought it's everyone's best chance to win this game if we get out Sinwar. And even though they had their advantage, I still stuck to it once again, and we got them out. Now I am in the Final 3.
And your Season 6 jury, Caleb, Ozzy, Kyle, Sinwar, JT, Jackal, and Jerry voted out of last Tribal Council. Alright, since this is an all-star season, I think it's appropriate that we do things a little differently this time with Final Tribal. We are doing an open forum this time, so that you guys as the jury can extract as much information to make a well-informed vote on who should win this game.
Oh wow. What does that mean?
It's like a debate.
Before we do any debating of any sort, I'm going to let each of the finalists share their opening statements. Arinx, you can start.
Hello, jury. I'm here at the end. Even though I won so many immunities, I feel like there have been qualities where I have been strategic in social. I've been on the bottom, especially when I lost Caleb and Kyle, two of my closest allies in the game. I feel even with those immunity wins, I still had to make sure, I was strategically voting out the people that were going to beat me in the end. Even though I went on a 4 immunity streak, and usually, obviously, that doesn't define your game. I feel like I had the physical, the mental, and, obviously the social game to make it to the end.
All right, Infernox, your turn.
So, I didn't have the flashiest game, but I came into this game with one goal in mind, is to show what I'm capable of. Because last time I didn't really get to play as much. It's been a tough game. You guys have put me through the ringer emotionally, but for sure. I feel like you are some of the best players I've ever played against, so thank you for having such a great game with me. I feel like I made moves when I needed to. I was a part of big moves, and I have a reason to be sitting here today, and I hope you can...
Last but not least, Brady.
I think I played a more all-star game. I was the first person to have the first successful idle play of all of Survivor Minecraft. I'm the first person to force a rock draw in Survivor Minecraft, and I'm the first contestant to actually make the Final 3 twice in both of their seasons. And I would say I made flashy moves, I made upfront moves, but my game was purely strategical. But feel free to ask questions about the moves that I made.
Alright, I'm going to let the jury settle in before we really get into Final Tribal. Alright, after those opening statements, we'd like to ask one person here who they think is going to win this game. Without further ado, Shay, who do you think is going to win this game?
Let's start with Infernox. Granted, I think you're a very nice person. You're lovely. You're so sweet. Your game this season, I think, was very bland, very boring, and you threw your votes more than a quarterback would in football. On to Brady. You played a decent game, but your jury management sucked more than my placement on season 2. Period. Let's talk about the elephant in the room. The big bitch. All ranks. Before the final 6, you were kind of awkward, to say the least. Like, I felt embarrassed for you while watching the season. Like, that shit was not okay. And I'm taking my shotgun back off the wall to kill your chances of winning this season, because as a whole, no. And with that, I'm going to write the name of the person who I think is going to win this game.
Maybe you're right, maybe you're wrong. Who knows? Back to Final Tribal after this. Final 3, jury. We are going to open this open forum with the first section, Outwit, the strategy and the moves that they had to make to get here. Jury, you can get us started.
I think each one of them had a little bit of a different type of social game. Ranks, from my perspective, I don't know how many people you exactly talk to through a lot of the game. Brady, kind of the same thing. You guys correct me, below me. Infernox, I think you tried to, but I think a lot of the things that came up for me was just the fact that you were scrambling a lot and just throwing whatever at the wall.
Obviously, I had a great connection kind of before merge with kind of you two, Ozzy and Jerry. I kind of stayed connected with you, but also recall I had a great connection with you, still having a great connection with both my two people.
My social strategic plays started off at the tribe swap when it was me, Kyle, Caleb, and Jakal. We basically ran the vote for the joint tribal. Onward, with that alliance I had with the 4, it played out well for me in the merge, because with those social and strategic plays, as soon as Jakal flipped on Kyle and Caleb and got them out, I had to jump ship and I had to join alliances with Infernox or Brady, otherwise I was going to be screwed.
Oranx, I feel like you kind of played your social game through other people. I feel like you relied mostly on other people to play your social game for you.
After challenges, when people are asking for private calls, it seems like you would wait a lot for other people to take the initiative to talk to you. What I want to see from you is how exactly you took initiative in actually providing a strong social game for yourself instead of letting other people run it for you by asking you to join those calls yourself.
Brady, I don't know what some of the things that you say. First of all, you say you did the first idle play. First of all, that was your friend.
No,
I
think the only thing that you did is exist.
Exactly. And I don't want to be rude, but I don't think you did anything. I don't know why you would risk going to rocks. That makes no sense. I don't get you.
No.
I don't get where your game's going half the time, because I don't know if you actually know what you're doing with your own game.
Can I ask for Infernox to please list some of the moves that he made? I just want him to be able to explain it to us.
Mm-hmm. Voting out sooner, I think, was a big move. It made me get closer to JT. My whole point going through this game was I was trying to build these big social bonds with people. Once I got to the merge, it became a point of me to make my vote as ambiguous as possible, because I didn't want anyone to know where I was voting, who I was with, so everybody thought that I was with them, and I wouldn't be a target for a while. I'm going to reveal this now. I was actually the one who voted JT the first tribal merge, because I just didn't want to get a part of it. And for the people who voted out Caleb, I could say, oh, I voted out Caleb. And for the people who voted for, who was the other?
I got
Jerry,
votes out
I could say I voted for Jerry, and that allowed me to keep my cover.
Infernox went to so many tribals early on, and everybody knows Infernox is smart, really likable, good player. So that's a target going into every single tribal. And then after the rock draw, where I was backed into a corner, I spewed literally everything I could about everybody's game and just tried to throw everybody under the bus, especially Infernox. He recovered from that seamlessly.
So, we're going to move to Outplay, which is solely based on the merits of the physical portion and the twists in the game, whether that be idols, advantages, and tribe swaps, because they are going to happen in this game. Jury, who would like to start on this?
Well, can we just all say that Ulrich had 4 individual beauties?
Yeah, you killed it, man. You killed that.
Yeah,
absolutely.
I will say that Brady and Infernox, they did really good at the tribe swap, because in all honesty, I was 100% convinced that Infernox was going home first at the tribe swap and getting screwed over again, but they ended up being in the majority, blindsiding sooner, and in a way me as well, because I had no clue what the hell was going on.
I didn't see Sooner going home. It shocked the shit out of me.
Oh, I didn't either.
We thought there was no chance the villains were going to flip on each other. The fact that they were able to weasel their way into that was a really good move by them.
We were stunned when we saw Sooner was gone.
We haven't really talked about the advantages and idols all that much. I don't
I
really know
mean,
what we can
none
really
of us-
talk about.
Yeah, none of these
none
three
of us
have.
had
I don't think there's
any.
much to talk about.
Can I talk a little
Move.
bit about advantages?
Yeah, sure.
Obviously, I didn't have any. I didn't find any. I'm not the best finder of advantages, but I think like it's important when you're going through the game to think of who could have an advantage and who could play it and how they could play it against you. So when you're doing stuff and getting further in the game, I'm gonna be honest. I was paranoid about the idols being played, and at the final 5, when there were 3 votes Jakal and 1 vote for me, I was actually a vote for Jerry because I knew in the case that Jakal played an idol, it would be a tie between Jerry and my alliance about Jerry. So I think when you're playing the game, you got to think who could have an idol and what advantage could be played against you and how it could be played against you. I didn't want them because they're also a big target.
You know, I honestly appreciate so much intelligent Infernox is when he thinks about technical stuff like that. But the fact that you were thinking about that at the final 5 was such a good move. It made me think about like the move in like Heroes versus Healers versus Hustlers. And I feel like with you, I feel like once we watch the season, we're going to appreciate your game more because obviously you can't explain every single bit of like intricacy of it.
Although it doesn't go down the resume, it doesn't go down the stat sheet, it's something that has to be recognized because it shows that you were always thinking. You didn't coast. You were always intelligently thinking about what could happen and how to stop those things from happening.
Does anyone have anything to comment on the other 2 finalists' games?
For me, Oryx, I just think you played the game really safe. Like, I don't think you really took like any chances throughout this game. I think you just kind of rolled with the punches, and then the fact that you were a stronger competitor than everyone else. I just think you never tried to improve your position. That's just how I view it.
When I wasn't immune for the first 3 tribals, my name was brought up every single time. Like, that is a known fact. I had to have done some sort of social game there to prevent myself from going home.
Winning immunities isn't a bad thing. Like, people have kind of put a negative connotation on it. Like, you won immunities and didn't do anything because of it. You did play. You played your butt off towards the end too. Like, you actually did fight and you used the immunities whenever you had to win the immunities a lot of the time. So I think that's a lot of credit to you.
And finally, we will move on to Outlast. How did you get to where you are now and where 13 other people couldn't after 39 days? What was your journey? This is your last chance to make your mark on the jury.
I'm glad I'm known that you threw out these random votes here, and I definitely respect it. But at the same time, what if you would have been caught with that? Then your social like status would have just pretty much at a high point. It would have just been taken all the way down.
Yeah,
I
no,
feel.
definitely. It's a big risk throwing in those random votes, and your game could be exposed if you compare notes. But I had to do a lot of maneuvering where I would try to talk with a bunch of people to assure them that I was not the person who flipped.
Infernox told me about the JT vote, and I could have easily just told him, oh look, Infernox voted for you. But because I felt like Infernox was having my back, Infernox's social demeanor was just so good. Like, it made me feel like so secure with him, even though I probably should have known at some certain point that he was a snake.
Obviously, you want to reassure your alliance, make sure you make a claim on if you guys are still good, because this game, people are flipping on alliances left and right. Jakal proved that on numerous occasions, and he's told me that he would flip on the vote while he was still in the game. Clearly, people wanted to flip left and right and make the quote-unquote big moves. Big moves are not necessarily the best move for somebody at some point. When is the best time to make a big move, to make it a best move?
I came in having the battle for myself. I had to stick to this point. I got 1 vote this whole entire game. 1 vote. No one can say the same in this final 3.
Alright, let's wrap things up with a final plea from each of the final 3. Brady, you're first.
I did play a lot of big moves. I did create this 2-1-1 vote, getting Schooner out, and then I saved myself in the beginning of the chaos, winning the first immediate challenge, and letting myself safely get out Caleb with the flip vote. That proves good social game.
Infernox, you have your final plead.
The first thing I want to say to you guys, it's been a great game, and some things that I've heard from you have really touched me. A part of me was able to form these very close relationships with you, and that's the reason why I'm here today. I wanted to stay ambiguous as much as possible, because people might look at me and think, hey, he's smart, he knows what he's doing, get me out. I wanted people to think I'm your side and get farther in the game because of that. The last time I played this game, I got cut so early. I didn't even make the merge, and I felt I lacked so much in my game, and I could have done so much more. And I'm just happy to have the opportunity to show you what my full game is like and what I'm actually capable of doing. I hope I could have answered your questions.
Oryx, you have your last plead.
having a lot of votes, I think in this final 3, I definitely have the most votes at Tribal. I almost went home like 2 different tribals, and I feel like that's like credible to be a big threat like that and still not go home and go to them. Yes, I won immunities. You cannot fault me for winning challenges. That's what you go out to do. You're here to play to win. You're not here to throw. You're not here to play somebody else's game. You're here for yourself and to get to the end and win. There's only one winner at the end of the day. So you cannot say that, oh, you're immune the whole game. I strategized the hell out of when I won those. Jakal, one of my closest allies, I wanted to get him out because I knew that he could potentially flip on me and that he was a big threat at the end. But I knew that I needed to get here and I needed to play the game to win.
Alright, jury, I hope you guys were able to extract as much information as you needed to make a well-informed vote, because it is time to vote for a winner. Caleb, you're up first.
A couple of them really stepped up their Final Tribal Council performance, but Infernox, I really do believe that you really showed what an all-star game can be, so congratulations.
I think people judge you on how you act as a person, and that affects your social game, but I think you want this more than anybody, and you deserve it.
Final 3, jury, thank you for sticking for a long recording. You know, it's very tough for all of us to be here tonight and have this awesome final tribal, but you know the drill. I'm not reading these votes until we get back to the States. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we are here. We are here. Just want to say to the cast, thank you so much for providing an exhilarating gameplay and the most entertaining story this season. There's only one thing left to do in terms of business, and it's to read the votes. There are 7 votes. You want the most votes? And you win. Minecraft Survivor, Heroes versus Villains. I'll read the votes.
Oh my god.
First vote. Infernox. Second vote. All ranks. That's 1 vote. Infernox, 1 vote, all ranks. Infernox. All ranks. We're tied 2 votes Infernox, 2 votes all ranks, 3 votes left.
Oh man.
Infernox.
Oh, good job, Infernox.
Dude, where's Brady alone?
The winner of Minecraft Survivor Legal, Infernox.
Wait, what? Congrats, Infernox.
Thank you, all ranks.
Welcome to the Winners Club.
Well, you heard it here, folks. Infernox wins Minecraft Survivor Legal after a tumultuous all-star season. We've got the cast here, and we're going to answer a lot of your questions tonight, so please join us in a couple minutes when we have our reunion. Thank you all for watching.